What's up, guys? It's Umrit with Guru Trading Academy. I hope you guys are all doing well and also had a great trading week. Today in this video, I just wanted to go over this NZD/USD trade signal that I sent out to my private members group. And with this trade signal, there's not a lot that went into the technicals of it, but there was a lot that went into actually holding this trade out. Now, I think I'm going to name this video Patience V2 or something along those lines, because I know I have another video on my channel about patience. And I think this setup in particular will be a great add-on to that. So with this, we actually caught about 160 pips on this trade setup. Our target was hit about, I think, on Thursday last week. And yeah, so with this, not a lot, like I said, that went into the technicals of this, but there was a lot that went into the patience of actually holding this trade setup out. So before we get into that part, let me just share my private members group with you guys, just for transparency purposes. Let me click on this. So as you guys can see on the screen, this is the NZD/USD setup I sent out. You guys can see the date on it, August 8th, 2019. And the date today is August 31st, as I'm recording this video. So with this setup, you know, I just had a 35 pip stop for 160 pip take profit. Overall, really good risk reward. And I also sent out a second entry on NZD/USD, stating that if price could come up to this 71% level, we could look to take another short position with a similar stop loss placement and the same take profit level. Now, if I just share my live chart with you guys can see that price didn't manage to make it up to the 71% level. So we just caught our first entry here at the 618. Now with our first entry here at the 618, you guys can see that it had about 10 pips worth of drawdown on the setup before we went into profit. So with that 10 pips worth of drawdown, we finally came back into profit. And one thing I want to point out to you guys is that if we went about 30 pips into profit, what we could have done with this setup, and what we actually did with this setup, is moved this to risk-free. Now from here, you guys can see that price actually never made it back to the entry level. So if we put our stop loss at our entry, we could have made this a risk-free trade setup and rode this out with having no worries about losing any money. Because if price did manage to make it up to our entry, we would just get stopped out at break even. So overall, guys, that's a concept that I want you guys to understand, especially with setups like this where it's taking a long time for this to hit take profit. Now, in terms of the patience factor that went into this, I'm going to just quickly show you guys how long it took to take profit. So I just got my date tool out right here, date range, and I'll measure this out. So you guys can see it took about 19 days total for this to actually hit take profit from the point we entered the trade. So that is a pretty long time to catch 160 pips. And some people may ask, hey, is it worth staying in a trade for 160 pips for a 19-day period? In my opinion, it is worth it, because like I said earlier, what we could have done is had our risk at break even. We could have just let this ride itself out into the target level. So with this, what you could have been doing is really looking at other trade setups in the market, looking at other positions you could be taking advantage of, and letting this run in the background. So that you could have been completely stress-free on this trade setup and letting this run out to 160 pips, which is the actual target level. And I know that's something that a lot of traders struggle with because they're trying to trade 30 different things at once. But you know, if you take a setup like this, for example, you go 10 pips into drawdown, and then you finally go into profit about 30 pips, cover your risk at break even, ride this out to that target level, and really just take advantage of other pairs. Now, there's not a lot of technicals that went into this. Like I said earlier, we just had the Fibonacci from this high to this low, simply taking our short here at the 618, and our take profit one was our -27 level. Simple trend continuation, guys. You guys can see we were in a heavy downtrend from this area, breaking that ascending trend line. And yeah, so really biggest thing I could stress is patience, patience, patience. Trust your target levels, trust your stop loss placement, and also trust your risk-free entries. So yeah, if you guys got some value from this video, definitely drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to make more of an effort to be active on YouTube, because I think there could be a lot of value given away. So If you guys needed any more information on my private members group or anything like that, feel free to drop me a DM on Instagram or drop a comment in the comment section. I'll get back to you. So if you guys got some value, like I said, drop a like, all that good stuff. I'm going to hop off of here, possibly make another video, and really just get to work. So if you guys enjoyed, peace.